Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for week 5, day 3. It is Wednesday, February 1st, start of the month, 2017. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. Support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, it was Wednesday in the middle of this illustrious week with data coming out. We are nowhere near finished, but pretty much overnight uptrend continuing that late move yesterday on Apple earnings, which was up. So indices pretty much thinking we pushed higher this morning. We simply dropped and popped on multiple announcements today. VIX closing out at 1181, which actually had a nice flash move down to 997. Again, we're watching out for those February, new month. February 15 strike calls at 21 to 23. That's right, the volume at the 21 to 23, as we've been showing you the last couple weeks. Let's go ahead and open up the chart here. The VIX, again, pointing, getting down there to 997. There it was, the low 997 today. But I'm talking about these strike calls. We got 1567, but look at that, 20, 21, 22, 23. Look at the volume there, guys. Over 1 million open interest. So keep an eye on that as we roll in through February here. Core sector closing out 17 in the red, 8 in the green. So not much hope there in market action popping up. A couple econ highlights today. ADP was up. Mortgage applications down. Crude inventories were up. FOMC announcement today. Rates unchanged. And the Facebook earnings coming out here at the end was up. Again, in the news, we had the Brexit vote in the Parliament, UK, and actually passed round number 1. Supreme Court nominee announced today, and pretty much Globex was in an uptrend, and we pretty much finished flat as right around today's open. Hey guys, this morning on the pre-market charts, we were looking at ES, we were looking upside, 2296. As we had already been sitting at 2281. Anything downside was 2265 first and then 2273. So we were sitting right there at the 81 on the ES. NQ pre-trend market, we were looking at least 51.56 upside. Anywhere downside, we were looking at 51.17. So that again posted each morning here on Trading Fibs. Pre-market trend there, and we have those levels including the Globex session trend with the charts and the bigger picture. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlight key charts. Take a look at the daily gaps here. Again, daily gap still sitting upside. NQ almost closing out that gap from yesterday's high, 51.21. We gapped up today, so we'll have a new gap there. That's yesterday's gap. I apologize. Oh no, I apologize. We closed that out today. So NQ closing out 51.46. So we have a slight gap here, 51.25. Looking at the AD lines, again, price action on the AD lines. We said we dropped and we slightly popped to finish off at pretty much today's open. So there are the drops on all the indices. Again, negative 45 today, no negative 70, and pretty much flat out the rest of the session. A little surprised here on the Facebook earnings, beating estimates, doing really well, but nothing really nothing moving here. Let's take a look at some key charts today here that came up in the market. Like I said, first price action we got was that index drop. NQ resistance at the get-go, right out of we were looking at, remember, 51.56 on the NQ as we had already opened up. There it was, we were looking upside at 51.56 and looking at the resistance across the board on multiple moving averages, multiple Murray charts there. MMLs, 51.56 held the high pretty much for the day, and NQ reversing itself after. Again, new chart look as we have the indicators to keep you in the trend. There was the move up at the get-go right there, our pre-session right here, and market action just literally coming back downside. Yep, that NQ 550 tick resistance all the way back down to 51.36. NQ trying to make a run at it right there. Boink in the, and turns back down to stay in the trend. Nice move. ES also doing some nice price action this morning. Got a lift upside, pulling back downside. Heiken Ashi bars, Flex Renko to keep you in the trend again. Taking the early entry underneath the cloud. Doesn't 100% work out all the time, as you'll see on the NQ. Wasn't as clean today, but ES, very, very clean trend this morning. If you decide to jump in here after the indecision bar, you still got a nice piece of the trend to the downside, and that's exactly what we had on all three indices there in the first hour of trading. All three indices, again, ES, YM, and NQ to the downside. Looking at the cumulative tick here on the ES today, it was that drive down there all the way to the mid-session as the cumulative tick was remaining downside. ES mid-session, try to get a breakout up here, and cumulative tick charts posting upside. And then once we got into post FOMC, we just got into multiple opportunities. You get an opportunity to either sit out or go to a higher time frame, or take the risk on and try to get in on every single setup across the 5144 cloud. At one point, the screen share showing all the indices and the key futures markets. Watching, we're in the green. Couldn't stay like that. Is eventually right before bond market closure, we have the FOMC announcement. We had the UK Parliament Brexit votes, which just took us back down, and then bond market closed, and we rolled back upside. All right, let's take a look again at some of those charts as we did here in the session. Again, there was that NQ. A lot of choppy afternoon. Again, I really like that move. Again, you could have, let me take this to a higher time frame right here on a 10 tick, but a 15 tick. Look at that 15 tick. 15 tick chart, keeping out a lot of that noise. So you got that nice little move upside. Again, a 15 tick chart is going to have a little bit delayed entry versus a 10 tick, but might keep you out of that choppiness. But again, the 10 tick working still well today until that mid session. And if you play by the rules of the afternoon session pre-FOMC, why not just sit it out? There it was, price action to the upside. A lot of indecision here at the VWAP. Yellow caution again. You might have stayed out or jump in on it. Get that first contract off. You got a no-loss setup. So we got the downtrend and back upside. So slightly finishing right near to today's open. Price action closing out here around 51.47.75. Today's open being 51.47. All right, again, charts here haven't been updated as of the close. All right, so price action on the NQ here in the afternoon session. Nice move on post FOMC. A little bit of V reversal and then back upside. All right, taking a look at the YM again, closing out at today's open there on the 10-tick range chart. That was the post FOMC, but it was that move down right there. 2, 3 yellow signals, and then you got to go green light down, red light to the downside. Price action moving down. Mid-session here, waiting for those FOMC, and bang, upside down and back upside. So really going nowhere on the YM, and same picture, ES. As we went over the picture again, some nice trending above the cloud, below the cloud, really couldn't get anything going. Making the call here on these extreme positions here, hoping we would run up, but just couldn't get going. So again, the entry by the strategy starting out is here above the cloud. Get that first contract off. You might have been taken out on the wicks here. Totally understandable, as price action just wasn't able to move anywhere. But it was the AM setup to the downside, and pretty much, guys, overall trend staying below VWAP today. So really didn't get an uptrend session. Take a look at the crude here. Crude on the data out today. Crude build. So we got a lift in crude here. Price action again, nice move above the Globex high, pulls back and right back upside. So 51.44 pretty much holding above the VWAP. So crude still moving to the upside. Really looking for that 55 level. That'd be nice. Take a look at the GC again. GC following the indices here. Price action to the downside here in the early AM. Very clean entry downside. All in the red downside. And that's the market, guys. Got to go with the waves here. Take the highest probability entries. Again, you got a green light all here with all charts in sync, but you got a VWAP, so just hold off. And again, you're just chopping here. Man, again, you might have tried to get go here. If you stops at the swing size, you don't wait till it comes down all the way. So overall trend pretty much finishing flat out as we had the downside and back up. But a couple late afternoon moves up on the gold. Very nice. Take a look at the 6 Jay here, yen, very nice sweeping moves here, especially in the FOMC announcement. But yen, again, overnight pretty much down and recover. But here we are, pretty much U.S. session. Here again, if the smaller time frame not working out for you, go to the higher time frame. This is a 10 tick. Always welcome to go to the 15 tick. And you got smoother entries. Again, break above the cloud, get that first contract up. And same picture here, much cleaner here on the yen. All right, last chart here. We got the 6E again, very choppy, just choppy across. But remember, 6E was really quiet for the most part until the Brexit Parliament vote came out, and then we got our chop setups, both up, both down, back upside. Crazy, crazy market, guys. So again, always be ready intraday, both directions. But where we are, big picture is where it's at, and that's why I look at the key levels in the morning. Let's start with the ES here again, as we saw. On the pre-market, we were looking upside to 22.96, and then 22.81 is where we were holding, and then back downside 22.73. So how do we do? Well, 22, we had a reset here on the MML, so 22.65 downside, really going nowhere. Holding side value, again, 22.81 upside, never getting up to that 22.96, and actually never getting down to 22.65, so pretty much held chop side. Where are we headed tomorrow? Same levels. Let's look upside again to 81.25 and 65 downside, at least in the Globex session. Running into tomorrow's numbers, we'll assess that in the morning after the overnight session. Taking a look at the YM on a 60-minute, 15-minute, and the range charts. We're holding around here, around 844 pretty much, hovering around major support resistance value. Testing these lower levels, 19,805, 19,844 all around. So tomorrow, 60-minute chart, as long as we don't have a reset overnight, we'll look again to 20,000 upside, downside 688. Need to break this 1805 for us to get any lower. That will match the range charts, and upside 883 before we actually get up to 20,000. All right, take a look at the NQ and the ADX as we pull back here. ADX has been above that 2024, and we do have the ADX still holding upside in the green after a small choppy crossover, but we're back upside 51.56 as the ADX did pull back over the upper level. So we'll watch on the intraday as the 60-minute and the 50-minute. We said that 51.56 we were looking for, and bang, ding, we got it. Was hoping on the 15-minute chart we come back and tag it, but no go, and no go downside on the 51.17. Coming pretty close, but just didn't get there. 50.78, the next level down. So overnight, watch the 51.56 resistance here as it's all across the board. And 4-hour chart, same levels. The best here, 51.56, hard line in the sand. Downside, we'll look to 51.17. Jedi traders, anything else? I do not believe so. Let's go into the economics for tomorrow, as this week has just been laden with a bunch of econ data and announcements. We got jobless claims in the morning, Red Star event, and then we're still rolling into Friday's non-farm payrolls. Don't forget Amazon, the big Amazon tomorrow on the menu. All right, Jedi traders, that concludes an insight into the daily trend, where we are technically right now on the momentum of the indices, still just kind of chopping at the highs, indecisive. Where hasn't been a home run here. Small micro pockets of trend each day. Best setups tend to be in the morning. Either, it's like wait for the first 30 minutes to an hour and then you get a move, or you just right out of the gate, take the move, ride the trend, and then just lay off the rest of the day. It just seems the PM session is not to be touched. Hey guys, feel free to stop by Trading Fibs or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. Check out my Twitter announcements and posts each day. If you want to keep ahead of the charts until the recaps here. My mantra, one simple strategy, any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at Trading Fibs, and as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only watch what's in front of me and on my charts. No bias. I leave it at the door when trading. Always ready in both directions. Long-term portfolio, love the uptrend. Intraday, got to be ready in both directions. Hey guys, I'll get the post up here for today's trading session recap. Make sure you check out the pre-market trend in the mornings, posted 15 minutes prior. And then on the weekends, always look for my recap and technical momentum outlook. Hey guys, if you're interested in joining us in our community of like-minded traders seeking those highest probability setups, feel free to email me, david@tradingfibs.com. You may join us any Thursdays or Fridays to view the live chart setups as they happen in the trading day if you like those charts. Hey guys, have yourselves a Blue Zone day. I hope there's something that you gained or was something that you can use on your own charts. Let's just keep rolling through the week. We'll see what tomorrow brings us. Good day, good night, and good trading to you.